I'm already in my happy place, the 1980s, I guess it's one of my happy places anyway, we might as well stay here to soften the blow of this next article. Hello everyone, I am Mecha Random 42, the one, the only, the original, your favorite YouTube consumer advocate, Harpy, and we are talking today, as if you didn't know by the thumbnail, about this article. Can this be considered an article? Because this is the only thing that they really have on here, and it's really more of a vlog than an article. Dear men, stop working out. Dear diary, today I confused a website, article, vlog spot for you because I'm special and precious and wonderful and I'm a journalist. Oh, what else is up with journalist Kate here? This is the person who wrote this article. She is, about me, an open-minded journalist with a passion for social justice, which I can barely say, a truth seeker, and today she wants men to stop working out, apparently. Why? Why do you need them to stop working out, I wonder? Physical fitness creates a cycle of toxic masculinity that must be eradicated now, or else I go where? Toxic masculinity refers to the cultural norms in a patriarchal society. Where else does it occur? Evolution! Hunter-gatherer societies. Yeah, that's where it occurred naturally throughout the course of history. If you had any sort of retention in that little read-only brain of yours, you might understand that, but no, you're just one of these pre-programmed computer characters going around just reciting back what you see without having any comprehension, and you can't compare to other situations. You can't compare to history. You cannot compare to the past. You're just stuck reciting back something that you probably don't understand. Toxic masculinity refers to cultural norms in patriarchal society that equates masculinity with control, aggression, and violence. Men are conditioned from a young age to believe that emotion, compassion, and empathy are somehow unmanly. That is not necessarily the case. Right now, we are seeing the exact opposite of that. We are seeing an opposite where they're no longer allowed to show any sign of actual masculinity. They're not allowed to show any sign of strength. Our male heroes are constantly torn down, humiliated, shamed, having to apologize. Look at characters like Luke Skywalker, Spider-Man, all of these sort of characters, Han Solo, Captain Picard, all of these characters. So you're trying to punish being strong, a protector, a provider. And I have a theory about women who write articles like this. I believe that they are just upset that in the 1950s, women tended to stay home, raise their children, be housewives, and that was acceptable. And now they realize that once they get out of college, they have to work. I know, for a living. And that men are not going to come in and take care of them, especially with their attitudes. Oh, yeah. And they have to go out and they write these hit pieces because they don't like the fact that things functioned differently before. And people seemed happier before, and they had more of a sense of purpose. Because what happens today? We have a lot of young people running around with no sense of purpose. Oh, yeah. That's another video for another day. I might do that one, but these people don't quite understand how the bigger historical evolution of everything worked. They don't understand millions of years of this. They don't understand the past 10,000 years of civilization because they just want to compare it to how they think idealistically it should be today. One of the main tactics used by those in power of male-driven society is the exploitation of physical strength. Well, you know why that is. Because way back in the day, when they had to go and hunt a giant animal so that their whole tribe could eat, the more physically fit ones tended to be the ones that came home. And those people were more rewarded. It's called natural selection. You might want to look it up. It's a fascinating historical study that proves to be accurate and has a lot of basis in science. But no. You guys are basically social justice zealots, and you only care about your new religious norms of your social justice ideology. You can't see science for what it is. Wow, am I dealing with the satanic panic people again in the 1980s? Maybe this is why I'm in such an 80s mood lately, because this is the exact same mentality of people who are going after Dungeons and Dragons, because they're still going after stuff like Dungeons and Dragons. Or, you know what? What's next? Heavy metal music? Oh, don't tell them I have a ghost jacket behind me in my normal chair when I don't have the 80s up. This belief was created purposely as a way to ensure that the patriarchal agenda lives on by continuing to force women into submission via intimidation. No. Women saw that and they said, hey, you're going to be the one to protect me. I'm going to bear your children because you're going to be the one who will keep us alive in this cave or in this dark times of history like the medieval times or the 1800s even, or even, 20 years ago, 50 years ago, when the more strong, healthy sort of male would be there to provide for their family. See, read history. Please read history, sweetheart. Intimidation. Women are, on the average, intellectually superior to men. Oh, really? Because, see, women and men are different in some ways. Women can multitask better in their brains. They're more designed and apt for that. It does not mean men are stupider, though. It just means men have different strengths and intelligences. Men will know every single fact about a sports ball team, about a movie character, about kaiju. I wanted to bring this into picture. I was gonna start the video with Yoda and Gigan fighting. And yes, I call him Gigan. Is that how he's pronounced? I really love this one, though. He's one of my favorites. Just because he looks cool. Look how cool he is. I forgot what I was talking about. Women are intellectually superior to men. Okay, so I don't... Prove it. Prove it. You just say this as it's a fact. You're a journalist. This really reads more like a journal entry. It's a diary. That's why she starts it off. Dear men. It should just read, Dear Diary. This intellectual maturity allows them to have a greater hold on their emotions. Okay, Karen. I've seen the Karen videos out there. Women do not have a greater hold on their emotions, okay? I'm a woman. I can guarantee you. There's a reason why we call crazy irate women Karens. Because women are a lot more crazy and emotional. And what's happened to men recently? These nagging snits of women just constantly where they're just looking down. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. And you have the nerve to say that women have a greater hold on their emotions when faced with confrontation? Are you kidding me? Oh, women like this. In comparison, the fragility of toxic masculinity creates an atmosphere where men feel the need to prove themselves as an alpha, resulting in extreme aggression and physical confrontation. This reaction is enhanced when love owner increasing the male body through physical fitness. Wow. Oh, you do know all those, like a lot of those really, really buff guys at the gym that you're like kind of jealous of because they wouldn't date you? A lot of those guys don't date women, and how dare you? How dare you get upset at those men for not dating you, sweetheart? Oh, that's just not very, that might be phobic, won't it? It's just a stereotype. I know not all buff guys are, swing that way. And there's nothing wrong with it if you do. It's just, this is all it feels like. Oh, I don't like the big buff guys because they don't notice me. That's because they're gay, sweetheart. Studies have shown that signs of aggression in male dogs decreased exponentially. But at the same time, you're just kind of comparing apples and oranges here. There is this is an animal. Men are human beings. You're acting like you're comparing, how dare you compare people to dogs? Oh, She just wants to get, unfortunately, it is not an option for humans at this point. Can we fix some of these crazy women who are yelling at people? Can we do that if that's what she wants to do? A lack of progressives, or as this progressive society, we must acknowledge The fact that increased hormone and the lack of emotional intelligence amongst men is being used by a weapon by our government to continue the cycle of misogynistic oppression towards women. Where? To the woke males out there, you need to take accountability for your fellow man's actions and make a conscious effort to put an end to this form of ageism. Don't remain a sheep for the rest of your life. Oh, really, 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 sweetheart.
What do you want? When do you want it?
I can tell you that I have had numerous run-ins with these so-called male feminists, and what's the first thing that they do is get moody with and get lippy with and try and correct and shame and guilt and be condescending to any woman who disagrees with them. Okay, so not only are you encouraging men to basically go alpha on each other, but you're also encouraging the very worst men, the male feminists, because those are the men who always are the most controlling to women. They are always the most sneaky, conniving, slimy men who want to slide into your DMs and tell you how you need to change 5 things about yourself before you are dateable. And I can see exactly why she's mad at men, but she's really mad at the male feminists right here. You seem really, really immature. Sincerely, a concerned feminist. Yeah, as a woman who's actually for equality and embracing feminism, not in that way, but in a way that, you can celebrate an attractive body or jiggly bits, by liking and subscribing and sharing.
Please like the video if you liked it. If you didn't like it, keep your comments to yourself.
Or make a video about me and make sure you tag me so I can ignore it. This stuff really doesn't do women any favors. You're setting the movement back. You're proving how immature, childish, and hateful you are. Stop it. Grow up. Grow a brain. I am Mecha Random 42, and I will see you guys on the next video, live stream, or wherever. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.